Welcome students to the subject Translation and Interpretation course. My name is Aranza Sanchez. My full name is Jocelyn Aranza Sanchez Villatoro. Welcome to the week number 1. I'm going to talk about some generalities of the subject, about the activities, the percentages, subject description, and some other things that you need to know. Let's start then. In the agenda I have the subject description, some considerations, the topic of the week, and also the assignments that you have for this week, the first week of the subject. The first thing, the subject description, is basically the tail and canvas. It's translation and interpretation, these two skills that you need to master, and they have differences, but they are really helpful for your professional job in the future. So you're going to practice day 2 with some exercises. You're going to handle theory and also practice at the same time, because it's the only way to develop the two skills in a great way. Now let's talk about some consideration. For this, I'm going to present you the chart where you have the activities, the percentages that they have, and all the weeks that we are going to develop in this subject. Here you have the chart of the entire semester. Then you have the 3 charts for each one of the terms, and I'm going to explain how they are going to function. As you can see, we have the weeks with the specific dates from Monday to Sunday, obviously. Then we have the name of the activity that you are going to develop and the percentage, and pay attention to this. This is really important. As you can see, we have 10%, 10%, 20%, but something that you have to consider is that this is the general, the global score. So 100%, it's going to be divided in each one of the weeks and each one of the activities. For example, only the midterm exam, it's 40%, 4 points. So what I basically did here is to divide, for example, the lab 1, 3 activities, 30%, because the entire lab 1, it's 30% of the global score. So you are going to do 3 different activities with 10% each, 1 point for each one, in order to get the 30% final of the lab 1. So in this way we are going to work. So remember, don't get confused. This is not 10% of the lab 1. It's the 10% of the global score that you're going to have. So imagine that you are having the 10 in this activity. So you have 1 point for the general or the global score of the entire computo, all term. In this way we are going to work. The other thing is some other considerations that I want you to explain. I already talked about this, right? The activities, the session, and the percentage. Something that you need to consider also is the week presentation, which is the content of the week. You have to study, you have to analyze it, because in this presentation you have the topic, you have all the things that you need to know before doing the evaluated activity. Then in the section that is called materials, here you're going to find the supplementary resources. It means the links, videos, video tutorials that I'm going to do for clarifying the topic of the week. Then an evaluated activity is for that, only for hand in each one of the activities that are evaluated for the weeks. And there are detailed with the percentage that each one has. Then another important point is the video conference. We are going to use Microsoft Teams, not Zoom, because Microsoft Teams, it doesn't require a limited time. So that's why it's better. You're going to use it being redundant, by using your institutional account or Gmail account. The video conference is not going to be evaluated, but I'm going to take attendance of those students that are there, because for those students that always attend the video conference, I'm going to assign some extra points in activities that they needed. So It's not an obligation. If you cannot attend to the video conference because you have problems or you don't have internet or you need to work, so don't worry about it. I'm going to record each one of the video conference and then I'm going to upload them in Canvas. Then we are going to do practical exercises. Obviously, this subject is really practical. That's why we are going to do practical exercises of documents and interpretation that are real. And we're going to do a WhatsApp group in order to share some specific information or some news about the subject. My teacher contact is this one, jessanchez@ugb.edu.sb, and this is my phone number if you have any type of question, guys. So this is basically the consideration that I want to share about the subject, some general things that you need to know. And if you have any answer or any question, you can write it down in the forum. Thank you so much.